This is a house from 10,000 years ago. And this is one of the most insane mega mansions of 2024. How did we get here? Well, in between, we had to go through castles, apartments, nuclear bunkers, and so much more. We're experiencing the entire evolution of living in one video, starting here, in the forest. We're here.
My name's Sage. This is my house, and I built it out of mud.
This is a picture of what a house looked like 10,000 years ago, and isolated from civilization, here's where Sage lives. They're known as cob houses, the first form of strong building ever created.
So this is actually what I built the walls of the house out of. And it's just exactly what I need.
Sage sleeps on the second floor of the house in a decently comfortable bed. We'll be comparing the bedrooms at each of the houses going forward.
I can just stargaze from the comfort of my bed.
And Sage also gets to look at artwork.
The bark beetle carvings.
The beetles make art on the
wood.
Sage doesn't have heating, a kitchen, a couch, or even a bathroom.
This is where I pee in the middle of the night. Yeah, I kind of live like a feral animal, is what it feels like to me. The walls are made out of the earth here. A couple hundred for that fireplace. So all I really spent money on, that cost $200.
So this house costed $200.
Yeah.
But what he doesn't know is that at the end of this video, I'm gonna be taking him to the $40 million mega mansion. He'll find out later. In the meantime, I had to check if his mud house was actually stable.
And how do you know the wood is not gonna crack?
I mean, I don't know. I'm engineering it all. It might crack.
What? Sage literally built this house with his bare hands, and it's 1/10,000th as modern as the mega mansion he'll be going to later. In between, though, the world would invent wheels, plumbing, money, writing, glass, and eventually a new, much bigger form of housing, castles. Apparently there's an authentic medieval castle in the middle of this city.
Nobody knows why this is here, but it's on Airbnb.
I think for some reason in the Middle Ages, they took the word bedroom extremely seriously. Look at that.
Because the first weird thing I noticed is how this room is entirely taken up by the bed. How weird is that? We'll be comparing the bedrooms in this medieval castle to the ones in a nuclear bunker, probably the world's weirdest Airbnb, and eventually a mansion, all in this video.
Rooms this size do allow for a lot of bedrooms, though. I feel like there's more beds than there needs to be.
But this room is so inefficient.
Like, if they're gonna make the space you can walk around in this small, why are they gonna make the ceiling this high? Because nobody is tall enough to reach that.
The hallways are also so inefficient.
I have no idea where I am right now. This is a complete maze. It's like they went from Sage's mud house in Civilization to just absolute mazes of hallways. I'm somehow outside right now.
By this point, cooking was done in real ovens, and bathrooms had been invented.
Was there supposed to be a person in there? That's just scary. Gianna, people have to get tetanus shots before we're in these.
Oh, bro, that's actually such a good point. I should not be touching it.
Besides inefficiency, this house also, for some reason, used spiral staircases.
There's also spiral staircases, which make no sense. Because, like, these castles are so big, why didn't they build, like, beautiful grand staircases like they would in nice houses of the future? Well, apparently the reason is because spiral staircases took the longest to get up. So if enemies attacked the castle, the king and queen could hang out on the top floor and have more time to figure out what they're gonna do while the enemies tried to scurry up the stairs, which is good for war, but it's taken me ages to get up. When they do eventually reach the top, they get a fantastic view of the land around them, which didn't really look like this. But one thing that also isn't accurate, I don't think there was a jacuzzi at the top. I think I realized why this perfect replica of a castle is here. They just host parties here.
There was actually a ton of random stuff in this castle that totally wasn't accurate. Like, this place legitimately might be owned by the Illuminati. There were eyeballs everywhere. I still don't know what this was. I did not notice this when I was there. Legitimately, I have no idea what to think. This is in Hollywood, so let me know if you have any theories in the comments. But anyways, the next house was about 1,000 years later, and it's a tiny apartment in the middle of New York City.
Oh, are you filming?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're always rolling.
Welcome to our apartment.
This apartment may not seem that small, and by 1924 standards, it was pretty average.
Somehow we've managed to fit a king-size bed.
Yeah.
But once you see more of it, you'll start to realize apartment living still looked very different then.
We don't have a dishwasher. We don't have a washer and dryer. An oven that actually like opens would be nice.
Where do you eat?
Where we eat? We eat right here on the couch, of course.
Because this place wasn't originally built to have a kitchen, there's not a lot of space for it.
Yeah, there's no dishwasher. You just have to do everything by hand?
Everything by hand.
That's so. Wasn't that there when you got here?
Yeah, that's there when we got here.
What were they thinking?
I don't know.
Chandler and his wife split this apartment for $2,500 a month.
Everything is so efficient. Every single thing is there for a reason. Right here is the bathroom.
The only issue is that we can't get the water temperature right, and then I will say half the time it does come out brown.
Although this bathroom is only slightly better than Sage's outside, Chandler felt like there'd been a big improvement.
Oh, there's so many different like types of houses in the world. This is kind of crazy.
Isn't it? So at the end of the video, he doesn't know this yet, but I decided we're gonna bring him to the futuristic house. That's one of the most expensive houses in America.
Oh my gosh.
To see what he thinks. He lives in a house he built out of mud.
We have a lot of houses before then, but what is his reaction gonna be to luxurious living?
So this is our piano.
We have the most interesting house of the video next up, which is hundreds of feet underground in a nuclear bunker from the 1960s.
And it's owned by this guy. Turn the camera around.
So I'm still not fully sure I understand. This is where we're gonna go.
The men and women that worked in here, called the Launch Control Center, their job was to turn the keys if they were ordered to fire this.
Titan II, the largest and the most powerful ballistic missile in our arsenal. These underground launch sites are hardened against nuclear attack.
Time to see the bunker. Woo! We're gonna go down to the bottom floor first.
This floor was used to launch missiles if everything went bad. The whole job was 2 people turn keys at the same time. 58 seconds later, largest nuclear missile we've ever had is out the door. 30 minutes later, fireworks show.
Little Rock Air Force Base, Arkansas.
Although this place was underground and alone, the people that stayed here still needed a place to live.
Wow.
So the vent has no legs. So if you look underneath of it, it's just basically suspended on the wall.
This bunker also had a kitchen and bathrooms.
So there's a secret bathroom on this floor?
Just flip that switch down 2 clicks. Nope, sorry. Just go click, click, down. Nope, sorry. Stop. Just down.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, there you go. This is a pretty nice bathroom for a nuclear bunker. It's pretty close to how it actually was when people lived here in the 1960s.
Let's come out of here.
This is the biggest house in the video until we get to the mansion at the end, despite it being completely underground and hidden from the outside world.
So this place is completely shielded in steel.
In the 60s, they used this place to launch nuclear missiles, and if one ever came, anyone inside would be completely safe, because this place is held up by springs.
So we got these springs here.
God, and these bend?
So these springs are what's holding us up right now.
I'm guessing the springs would be to like reduce the impact.
Yep.
His name is GT, and he remodeled this bunker, since when he uncovered the bunker 10 years ago, it was completely flooded.
So this is where the original stairs would come out, and then you would walk in, bathroom is on the right, you go in here, you're basically in the old bedroom right now.
But now there's a
Very fancy toilet. I mean, look at this. This is not what you would expect in a nuclear bunker.
and a
3-person shower. So.
the original relics are outside.
That's the urinal, sink, and toilet
From the actual bedroom. Yeah. This is what used to be up there.
But although these old relics are sort of cool, I genuinely had to get on my flight back to LA because I had to bring Sage to the mansion so I could get his reaction. But first, we had a special surprise at the next house, which represents the 2010s. This house is inside of a fake pharmacy and flower store.
This is a house.
And these signs are fake. They're a complete facade. There's also fake 30-minute parking so that no one will park there. I don't know who owns this house or why this is here. But there's a house inside, and it's probably the weirdest house in LA. So, let's go see it. I brought a really cool special guest.
Welcome to the weirdest Airbnb. All I'm gonna say, one word, and it's death.
You know what's crazy? The first thing I thought when I walked in here is, there's no TV in here.
This is Zachary Gordon. He's most well known for being Greg Heffley in the Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies when he was younger. He's also an incredible musician. I'll explain the reason he's here in a minute.
Oh, I get it. The TV is through the wall so they can watch us.
In the meantime, he's got to help us get to the bottom of why this house exists.
Apparently an artist owns this place.
Just in case you forgot when you entered this place, don't forget to drink. This reminds me of Squid Game.
Dude, what do you think that is? That is a mask? Yeah.
I can see the articles now. YouTubers break expensive.
Oh my god, no.
Well, I'm gonna get cursed, man.
Is this all spray painted?
I think it is spray paint,
Wow.
yeah. I mean, I still want to do this to my house. Just kidding. I don't want to do it to my house.
Just like the other houses, this house has a bed,
You know what's weird about this bed? Yeah. Is it's like not a bed. It's like a couch,
like an open couch, like
bed, slash.
a kitchen, and a bathroom in the back there, but it's nothing special.
Shout out to the person who decorated this place.
And then Zach, my friends, and I ended up having a long conversation. I'll explain that in a second. But first,
You're probably wondering how we actually got Zach Gordon here. If you haven't seen, I made a video called I Called 100 Celebrities, Here's Who Picked Up. A lot of you think the entire video is fake. But we actually got one of the people in the video to show up in real life. And you know why? Because if you text them enough times, eventually they're just gonna respond.
They didn't approve the restraining order?
Yeah. Okay, I'll be honest, we just spent the last 2 hours talking about something that rhymes with baiting and starts with the same letter as the word dad. So you could sort of like comprehend maybe what I'm talking about.
And if for those of you that didn't understand, he meant dating.
Right, like when you're making a calendar, you have to make sure that like you write the dates correctly.
There's 5 people in this room, and it was somebody in this room that needed some advice from an elderly older brother.
And their name does not rhyme with back Jordan.
Possibly Jack Gordon, maybe.
Potentially.
Listen, all right, I was kind of going through a bit of a stressful experience at the time we shot this. That was 3 months ago. It's completely over now. But Zach and I legitimately bonded over going through something similar, even though we'd never met before. And he is an actual musician. You're actually listening to his song Time Bomb right now. It's a banger. We only had 1 hour left in this house before we moved on, but Zach volunteered to try and write a song on the spot about our conversation, even if it wasn't really based on what actually happened. Before we move on to the last house, listen to what he was able to come up with on the spot. He's genuinely so talented that he was able to do this.
Her name is fill in the blank, and Jack is trying to figure out what she means when she doesn't answer his text or call him back, but it's okay cause there's plenty fish in the sea.
Now, we still hadn't figured out why this house was here.
This is on the spot.
But this did bring us into 2024, where we finally arrived at the mansion with none other than Sage.
Yeah, nothing to do with bedrooms. So we got the guest bedroom back over here. Just come inside. And every single room has a bathroom. So.
Nobody lives here, right?
Yeah, but you always have to flush toilets. You always have to run through the house and find something wrong.
This abandoned mansion in Los Angeles has 7 bedrooms and 16 bathrooms.
So this is the only house in the world with a men and women's bathroom separate.
I mean, we're basically in a museum.
I just feel like I'm in the mall or something. It's so weird that I could just like walk outside my bedroom and I'm like, it feels like I'm not in the house anymore.
It also costs $40 million.
Dog shower.
Dog shower? Oh my god. Look, it's just a normal shower, but the head is just lower.
Has a kitchen the size of the houses from the rest of the video.
So if you're getting a little hot, you can take a little break in here.
A private art gallery.
Well, I mean, I think it's a beautiful example of human enterprise.
A movie theater.
Are we underground right now? So this is an underground movie theater, okay? Just so you understand.
And tons of secret rooms hidden in the walls.
I mean, why? I love this video.
It's cool to see the movie theater to the arcade to the tiki bar.
I mean, this is awesome.
Who hasn't imagined having that, right?
Yeah.
And could house probably 100 people and is empty for 3 years. 3 years.
Yeah.
Just no one's living in it. To see a house like this in LA County where 75,000 people don't have houses right now is heartbreaking for me. There's plenty of places for those people to be, and this is one of them.
This is an entire room just dedicated to wrapping gifts. I mean, when you have enough money to spend $40 million on a house, you have a whole room dedicated to giving away stuff.
You think about just the physical, because everything all these physical things, they all come from the earth. Is this the future of housing? After 10,000 years to end up here? Can we continue down this path? I don't think it's physically possible. I don't think there's enough natural resources to have this much money and choose to do this with it. It's confusing to me. I can't really imagine. Can't imagine doing that. And it's just exactly what I need.